Counter-Strike Global Offensive, the game that contains huge amount of content created by community. Workshop is the place where you can find different maps. Some of them are highly appreciated by players like Crash Crosshair Generator or Aimbots. And some maps are even added to the game by Valve. The others are just fun to play. You probably played on community servers at least once. These servers mostly use maps made by the players themselves. You may know game modes like Deathmatch, Bunny Hop or Surf. But what about others? Where did they come from? The answer is Counter-Strike Source. In this video I am going to talk about forgotten community maps from Counter-Strike Source. For 95% of viewers, most maps will seem unfamiliar. The rest, like me, will remember the past pleasant times and smile at the memories. Okay, enough introduction, let's move on to the most important part of this video. The first map I'm going to talk about is Zombie Escape Indiana Jones version 4A. This map was created 14 years ago, by user Aries004. The map is made based on the most famous adventure movie Indiana Jones, the second part of Indiana Jones, which was released in 1984, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Despite the fact that the map is 14 years old, it looks really good. However, over time, players forgot about this map and stopped playing it. Why not bring back the era and start playing it again? And by the way, I left all the links with the maps from the video in the description, so if you like any map and want to play it with your friends, you can easily download it. The second map is Knife Arena Trains by Homicide Lape. It was also made 14 years ago, just like Indiana Jones. But this map is much more unique. It is the only map with moving trains in the Counter-Strike that I have ever seen. Okay, another overpass and train, but trains there are out of playable zone. Apart from its unique style, KA Trains has Easter egg, which refers to the creator of the map. I would definitely recommend playing on this map with friends, but if you don't have any, then it's not a problem. I don't have them either. The next map is CS Dead House. This map was created in 2006. I am sure that this map is older than some of the viewers of this video. Just an interesting fact. The creator of this map is a user with the nickname Nipper. Nipper is a famous community maps creator for Counter-Strike. Under his nickname there are more than 70 maps created for CSGO, CS Source, CS 1.6 and Half-Life. Thanks to him, such famous maps as The Westwood 2, Night Terror and The Hamsters appeared. CS Dead House is a map with an abandoned mansion in the middle of an alley. There are many screamers on the map. The lore of the map is based on the story The Cask of Amontillado by Edgar Allan Poe, written in 1846. This story is about revenge. In short, the narrator suffers insults from his friend, but after a crushing insult decides to take revenge on him. One evening, at dusk during the carnival, the narrator meets a drunken friend and invites him to drink wine called Amontillado. According to the narrator, he has a whole cask of this wine. He ends up leading a friend to a trap in his own basement. The narrator chains him up, tortures him, and then immures him in a wall. This story is the reason why screamers flying out of the walls. This map is also available for the CSGO version, but in the original version the map is much scarier and more atmospheric, since the map was slightly remade in CSGO. For those who do not like horror, I prepared a family-friendly map called Death Run Simpsons Final Fix. From the name it is clear that this map is made based on the family-friendly series The Simpsons. This map was created 14 years ago in 2009 by a player with the nickname Mystery Late. I remember the time when you were looking for a Death Run server in the search and 50% of the results were with the name of this map. There is also another version of Death Run map also made based on The Simpsons, but from another author. So if you want to see another version, then press the like button, and I will work on the next part of this video and show the map I'm talking about, as well as other maps even more obscure, but the only and original of their kind. Enough talking, it's time to move on to the next map. map called Minigames Human Tetris Final was made 13 years ago by a user Martin Fabricius. So far this is the most freaky map I showed in the video. The fact is that the map is based on a well-known Japanese show called Human Tetris. There are 20 levels on the map in total. If both teams have passed 20 levels, then the glass breaks and the massacre, the party begins. It's a family-friendly video. All in all, it's a very short but interesting map to play with friends.
Where's my crew?
The next map I'm going to talk about is Minigames Pirate Wars, which was created 15 years ago in 2008. The creator of this map is a player with the nickname Solid Snake. I will not focus on the first version of the map, but on the updated version made in 2010. The improvements made this map really fun and interesting to play.
Give my regards to Red Tail. These aren't real pirates.
The changes included new visual effects, high-resolution textures, 3D skybox, lighting for the map, small broken boat with grenades in center, smaller boats take 2 hits to kill and drive faster. This map was one of my top 5 favorite maps from my childhood. Definitely check this out in-game. This map has lots of new versions available for CSGO version.
What a death trap!
Map called Minigames Saw Remake Fix, created by user Toxical, was made 13 years ago. The map is based on the horror movie Saw. To be honest, I'm not a fan of this movie and map, but it is well made and, at some point, was just as popular as the Death Run Simpsons map. In addition, this map is very difficult to pass on vanilla settings. After 20 attempts, I could not complete it. Maybe you can do better than me, who knows? Overall, there are not many things that can be said about this map, so let's move on to the next one. Minigames Bear Attack Hard. This map was created in 2010 by player Tom Green.
These do not look tasty.
Have you ever seen bears in Counter-Strike? Well, on this map you will be able to see a large amount of bears. After all, they organized a criminal attack on your picnic. And your mission is to protect the picnic from these big, hungry, and greedy bears. You can't do it alone, so you will have to call your friends for help. Good luck! Breakfloor Minecraft is one of the variations of Breakfloor maps. The first Breakfloor map was created in 2005 by player Zymex. Breakfloor Minecraft is my favorite variation of such maps. It was made only 11 years ago, which is not so long ago. The idea of the map is to dig a path with the help of shots and eliminate the enemy team. However, you need to be careful because there is lava below. Depending on the caliber of the weapon, blocks are destroyed faster or slower. Grenades act as TNT, forming a crater. The peak of popularity of these maps was in 2008. In 2014, these maps were completely forgotten. Death Run Ice World was my favorite Death Run map from my childhood. It is a truly incredible map made 14 years ago. The creator of this map is a user with a nickname Metz. One of the best details about this map is that after a minute the CT players will be haunted by an anomaly field. This is perhaps the first map with such an anti-AFK idea. In addition, the map has a secret ending. In general, there is not much to say about this map. Just because of the feeling of nostalgia, I could not help but talk about it. This was the 10th and final map in this video. If you want to know more about forgotten, or even obscure maps that were popular in the past, then write about it in the comments. And one more thing, I would really like to know your opinion about the video. Do you like this video format? Maybe I should change or add something. Anyways, I hope we meet in the next video, as I have many more unusual and mysterious maps to talk about.
Now I'll have to find my way out of these caves to the temple on Tiger Island.